Welcome to SV Union High School and Junior College. Today we are going to learn the different types of inheritance in C++. Based on number of ways inheriting the feature of base class into derived class, it have five types of inheritance as single inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, multi-level inheritance and hybrid inheritance. So these are the main five types of inheritance. We'll see one by one in detail. Now see the diagrammatic representation of different types of inheritance. First, single inheritance in which B and A. B class is derived from the A class. Second, multiple inheritance in which class A and B are the parent class from which class C is derived. Multi-level inheritance in which class A is the parent for the class B and B is the child class of A. But B is the parent class for the C and C is the child class. Then hierarchical inheritance. From these we can see A, B, C, D. A is the parent class and B and C and D are the derived class. A, hybrid inheritance. A, B, C. Here A is the parent class for the class B and the C and B and C are the parent class for the class D. So this is the hybrid inheritance. Now we see in detail what is a single inheritance. In single inheritance there exists single base class and single derived class. It is the most simple form of inheritance. Okay, means what? Only one base class and only one child class. It is a single inheritance. In a diagram, class A, class B. Class A is the parent class and class B is the child class. Or we can say that class A is the base class from which class B is derived class. So B is the derived class. Single inheritance example. When a single class is derived from a single parent class, it is called as a single inheritance. It is the simplest form of all inheritance. For example, animal is derived from the living things. Car is derived from vehicle. Typist is derived from staff. Manager derived from employee. And circle derived from shape. So here animal, car, typist, manager and circle are the class which are derived from the living things, vehicle, staff, employee and shape classes respectively. Now see the example, class employee. So here in a class employee, public in salary. Then completion of the class. So in an employee class we just declare the one variable under public section int salary. Then class developer colon public employee. So here we derive the class developer from the class employee. Now we define the developer class. In developer class under public section we write the void data function. So here we are defining the data function in which we are taking enter the salary, reading the salary and salary is that is displaying the salary. So by using the data function we are taking the salary from the user and displaying that salary. That is about the developer class. Now in a main function developer obj, that is we are creating the object of the developer. So now when we are using the inheritance, that time we create the object of the derived class or the child class. Then by using that object obj.data, that is we are accessing the member function of the that class by using the object. So in this example employee is the parent class and the developer is the child class and we create the object of the child class and through which we access the function. Based on number of ways inheriting the feature of base class into derived class, it have five types of inheritance. Now we'll see the next type of inheritance, that is the multiple inheritance. In this type of inheritance, a single derived class may inherit from two or more than two base classes. It is called as a multiple inheritance. There are the more than one base class. It is called as a multiple. As the name suggests, multiple. Multi means many. So in a diagram, class A, class B. From these two classes, class C is derived. So class A and class B are the parent classes, and class C is the child class, which is derived from these two classes. When a class is derived from two or more base classes, such inheritance is called as multiple inheritance. It allows us to combine the features of several existing classes into a single class. For example, petrol is derived from both liquid and fuel. So, petrol is the derived class from the two base classes, that is the liquid and fuel. So, it consists of the properties of these two classes, liquid and fuel. Then second example, a child has character of both his or her father and mother. So father and mother are the base class and child is the derived class, which consists of the properties from these two base classes. So this is the example of multiple inheritance. Now see the syntax for multiple inheritance. Class base class 1. Here the properties and methods of that class. Then class base class 2 and the properties and method, that is the data members and the member function. So this is the base class 1 and base class 2. Now class derived class name colon visibility mode base class 1 comma visibility mode base class 2. So derived class name is the derived class which derived from the base class 1 and base class 2, means 2 from the two base classes this class is derived. Here visibility mode we have to write, and if there are the more than one base classes, then these classes are separate from each other by using the comma. Then properties and methods of the derived class we can define over here. So this is a syntax for the multiple inheritance. Now see the example. Class student. We are defining class student. Under protected section, we declare the int r number, m1 and the m2. Three variables we declare. Then under public section, void get function we are writing. So in get function, we are taking roll number and mass from the user. So we have written cout, enter the roll number, cin roll number. Taking the roll number and reading. Then cout, enter the two mass, that is the mass of the two subject, cin m1 and m2. That is the taking the mass of the two subjects. So by using the get function, we are taking the data from user. This is about the student class. Then class sport. Then under the class sport in protected section, we declare one variable int sm, that is a sport mass. Then under public section, we are defining the function void get sm. So by using this get sm function, we are taking the sport mass from the user. So we have written cout, enter the sport mass and cin sm, that is taking the sport mass from the user. This is about the class sport. So we define the class student and the class sports. Now class statement colon public student comma public sports. So in this statement, class is the keyword, statement is the name of the derived class, and this derived class is derived from more than one base classes, that is a public student comma public sports. These are the two base classes, and which are we are writing under the public visibility mode and by using the comma separation operator. Then we are going to define the statement class. In statement class, we declare the two variable of integer type, int tot comma int avj. Then under public section, we define one function, that is the display, void display. Now in a display function, we are calculating the total and the average. So we have written tot is equals to m1 plus m2 plus sm. Now these are the mass and the variables, that is the m1, m2 and sm, that we are taking from the student and the sport class respectively, and it is possible because the statement class is derived from these two base classes. So as the property of the inheritance, it is possible to take the features of the parent class in a child class. So this is the property. Now we are calculating the average. avj is equals to tot divide 3. That is the formula for calculating average. Now in a cout, roll number, R number, total, TOT, average, AVG. That by using the cout we are going to display this data, roll number, total and average. So this is about the statement class. Now in a main function, C int main, statement obj, that is we create the object of the class statement. As in a inheritance we create the object of the derived class. So statement obj statement is there. Then by using this object we are accessing the functions, that is the obj.get, obj.getSM and obj.display. So these are the functions we are accessing the from student, sport and the statement respectively. Now we'll see the next type of inheritance, that is the multiple inheritance. In this type of inheritance, a single derived class may inherit from two or more than two base classes. It is called as a multiple inheritance. There are the more than one base class. It is called as a multiple. As the name suggests, multiple. Multi means many. So in a diagram, class A, class B. From these two classes, class C is. Now we are going to see the next inheritance, that is a hierarchical inheritance. In this type of inheritance, multiple derived classes inherits from a single base class. Okay, so see in a diagram, class A, from which class B, class C and class D are derived. So one base class is there and multiple derived classes are there. It is called as a hierarchical inheritance. Now we see in detail what is a single inheritance. In single inheritance there exists single base class and single derived class. It is the most simple form of inheritance. Okay, means what? Only one base class and only one child class. It is a single inheritance. In a diagram, class A, class B. Class A is the parent class and class B is the child class. Or we can say that class A is the base class from which class B is derived class. So B is the derived class. Single inheritance example. When a single class is derived from a single parent class, it is called as a single inheritance. It is the simplest form of all inheritance. For example, animal is derived from the living things, car is derived from vehicle, typist is derived from staff, manager derived from employee, and circle derived from shape. So here animal, car, typist, manager and circle are the class which are derived from the living things, vehicle, staff, employee and shape classes respectively. Now see the example, class shape. We are going to define this class. Under the protected section we declare the two variable of float data type, float width comma height. Then under public section we define function as void set data and we pass the argument as float a comma float b. So width is equals to a and height is equals to b. That is assigning the a and b to the width and the height respectively. This is about the shape class. Now class rectangle colon public shape. So here rectangle is the derived class and shape is the base class. So we are going to define the rectangle. In a rectangle class under public section we define the float area function, and in this function we are going to calculate the area of rectangle by using the formula width into height and returning this value. This is about the rectangle class. Now class triangle colon public shape. Again this class is derived from the same base class, that is the shape. So we are going to define the triangle. In a triangle under public section, float area return width into height divided by 2. So here we are going to calculating the area of triangle and returning it. So in this example, rectangle and triangle are the derived class which are derived from the same base class, that is the shape. So whatever the width and the height properties are there, that will be common for these two classes. So at least some property will be common for the two classes, and it is derived from the same base class. It is the hierarchical inheritance. Now see in a main function, int main. Here we are creating an object of the class rectangle rect, and creating an object of the class triangle tri. So two object created for the two different classes. Then rect dot set data 5, 3. So here we are calling the set data function from the shape class using the rect object, and 5 and 3 values we are passing for the height and width. Then try set data 2, 5. These are the function we call by using the triangle object tri and passing the value for width and the height. Now see out result. Then see out area of rectangle is rect dot area, and see out area of triangle is tri dot area. So here we are calling the function of rectangle and triangle by using the objects of these classes respectively and returning 0. So here we are writing the main function. Now see the output of the program. Area of rectangle is 15 and area of triangle is 5. Now we are going to see the next inheritance, multi-level inheritance. In this type of inheritance, the derived class inherits from a class which in turn inherits from some other class. The super class for one is subclass for the other. So it is a multi-level. As the name suggests, there are the levels of the class. So see in a diagram, class A and the class B. In this situation, class A is a parent class for the class B. Class B is a child class of class A. Now from the class B, one class is derived. So in this case, the class B becomes the parent class and the class becomes the child class. So there are the levels of the classes. So A is the most parent class, B is the parent class for the class C and the child class of the class A, and the class C is the child class of the class B. When a class is derived from a class which is also derived from another class, that is a class having more than one parent classes, such inheritance is called as multi-level inheritance. Okay, the level of inheritance can be extended to any number of level depending upon the relation. So we can create number of the classes. Multi-level inheritance is similar to relation between grandfather, father and child. So this is the example. Now see the example, student is derived from the person and person is derived from the class living things. So this is the one example. Now see the second, car is derived from the vehicle and vehicle is derived from the machine. So these are the different classes derived from each other. Now we see the syntax of multi-level inheritance. Class, base class name, and here its properties and methods. Next, class intermediate class colon visibility mode base class name. So this is the first derived class which is derived from the base class name, its properties and method. And then class child class colon visibility mode intermediate class name. So child class is derived from the intermediate class and it consists of its properties and method. Now see the example, class grandfather. In that int age character array name of size 20. Then in public section we declare one function void get. In that function we are taking the grandfather's name and reading that name, and grandfather's age reading age by using the cout and cin function. This is about the get function. Now in a show function we are displaying the grandfather's name and age by using the cout. So this is about the grandfather class. Then next, class father colon public grandfather. So we derived father class from the grandfather class. Then we are going to define the father class. In that we declare the variable int age and one array of name of data type character size 20. In this we declare the function under public as a void get. In this function we are taking the father name and the age from the user by using the cout and cin. This is about the get function. Then in a show function, cout your father's name is name and your father's age is age. That is, we are displaying the father's name and age by using the show. So this is about the father class, which is derived from the grandfather class, base class. Now here we declare one class, class son colon public father. So son is the derived class and father is the base class. Now in a class son we declare the variable int age and one array of character data type name of size 20. Public void get, we declare one function get under the public and grandfather scope resolution get and father scope resolution get. So we are accessing the get function of these two classes by using the, as it is outside the class, so we are using the scope resolution operator. Now in this get function, cout enter the child's name, cin name, and cout enter the child's age, cin age. That is, we are taking the name and age by using the get function. This is about the get function. Now show function, again same, grandfather scope resolution show, father scope resolution show, as it is outside of the class. So by using the scope resolution we are writing this show function of the grandfather and father class. Now cout child name is name and cout child's age is age. So this is about the child name and age we are displaying. This is about the class son, which is derived from the class father. Now in the main function we are going to create the object of the class son, that is the last derived class. So s is the object of son, that is the class son. So s dot get and s dot show. So by using this object we call the get function and show function. So we will display the output name of the father's, name of the grandfather's, child's, and the age of the grandfather, father, and the child. Now we'll see the next type, that is the hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance is a method where one or more types of inheritance are combined together and used. Example of hybrid inheritance is combination of hierarchical and multi-level inheritance. So in this inheritance we can combine more than one type of inheritance. Now see in a diagram class A, from which class B and class C is derived, and from the class B and class C, class D is derived. So in this case class A is most parent for the class B and class C, and class B and C are the child of the class A, and class B and C are the parent for the class D, and class D is the child class of the class B and C respectively. Now see the example, class student, it is a base. Here we define one variable int r number under the protected and void get roll number under the public section. So we are going to define the roll number, get roll number function. Here cout enter the roll number of student and cin roll number, that is we are taking the roll number, and void put roll number, cout roll number r number, that is we are going to display the roll number. So this is about the class student. Now see the class test colon public student. So test is a derived class from the base class student. It is an intermediate class because from this class again we are going to derive one more class. That time the test class becomes the parent. Now see, we are going to define the test class. In this class under the protected section we declare the two variable of integer type, that is the part1 comma part2. Then under public section we define the function void get mass. In this function we are taking the mass from the user, enter the mass of student in SA1, that is part 1, C in part 1, and enter the mass of student in SA2, C in part 2. that is we take the mass of the SA1 and SA2 from the user and store in a part 1 part 2 respectively. So this is about the get mass. Now void put mass, here we are going to display the mass of the part 1 and part 2. So we have written Cout mass obtained, Cout part 1 part 1, Cout part 2 part 2. So this is about the class test. Now see the class sports. In sports, protected int score. In public section, we define the function void get sports mass. Here we are taking the mass of the sport from the user. So we are writing Cout enter the mass in physical education, C in score. So this is the function to take the mass. Then void put sports mark. Here Cout additional mass score. So by using this put sports mass, we are going to display the mass, that is a score. So this is about the class sports. Now derived result from the test and the sport. So class result colon public test comma public sports. So result class derived from the two base classes, test and the sports. Now define the result class. Here we declare the one variable int total. In the public section we define one function void display. So here in a display function we are going to calculate the total. Here we are using the part 1, part 2 and score. These are the mass which comes from the test and the sport. So total is equals to part 1 plus part 2 plus score. Put roll number, put mass and put sports mass. These are the functions from the class test sport. Now Cout total score is equals to total. That means we are going to display the total. So this is about the class result. When a class is derived from a class which is also derived from another class, that is a class having more than one parent classes, such inheritance is called as multi-level inheritance. Okay, the level of inheritance can be extended to any number of level depending upon the relation. So we can create number of the classes. Multi-level inheritance is similar to relation between grandfather, father and child. So this is the example. Now see the example. Student is derived from the person and person is derived from the class. Now see the example, class student, it is a base. Here we define one variable int r number under the protected and void get roll number under the public section. So we are going to define the roll number, get roll number function. Here Cout enter the roll number of student and C in roll number. That is we are taking the roll number. And void put roll number, Cout roll number r number. That is we are going to display the roll number. So this is about the class student. So here we have seen the different data types and the inheritance. So there are the number of the inheritance. Thank you.